Good day, everybody. This is Jeremy with Empower Network, Paradise Promotions. Coming today to talk to you a little bit about mind ability. I'm kind of laughing about it because I don't even know if that's a real word, but me and my wife was out for a walk earlier today, and I was getting ready to put on my blog post, and she said, you got to talk about mind ability. And I said, well, what the hell's mind ability? But but nonetheless, I really got to thinking about it, and it made good sense to me. What mind ability is, and the best way I can describe it to you is to think about it this way. Think about a time in your life when you got like this really amazing result. Maybe you got a big promotion or something, or you was able to help a friend out, and you were the only person that had the best solution that they needed. Maybe you gave a speech or wrote a letter or something, and it was so moving that everybody was just like, "Oh my gosh, man, that was like the best thing ever," and and it really moved me, and it changed my life, or different things like that. And then all of a sudden, so you're going, "Wow, I did this great thing, but how did I do it exactly?" Well, that's where my definition of mind ability comes in. I wrote a little bit about it today, and it kind of laid some detail as to exactly what what I believe mind ability is, and how you can use it in your life to get the results that you're wanting, and how you can kind of understand how you've done it before, maybe subconsciously in your life, but didn't know that you were actually doing it. Because here's the thing, when we're young, think about being before the age of 5. Man, think about how unstoppable we are. I mean, we go from being born to just trying to learn to move our arms and our hands and fingers, and then we start discovering, I got fingers, and you start discovering lights and colors and things like that, and you're in this just absolute focused amazement that you are determined that you're going to get everything you want, and you're focused on it, and you ain't going to be stopped. And then you learn to crawl, and then you learn to walk, and then you learn to feed yourself, and you learn to read, and you do all these amazing things. But then what happens after about 5 or 6 years old? I don't want to say we're not still creative. Kids are wonderful. I love my kids. But being real, what starts happening after that? We start, we go to school, and then we start, getting them tough lessons of life put on us, and people start saying, well, Jeremy, maybe it's time you start thinking about this and being serious about this, and quit all the dreaming, quit all the childishness, quit all of the this and this and that, and and I just use that as an example. But think about when you're 5 or 6 years old, and people start saying, well, now you have to get serious, and we got to go through school, and we got to do all this stuff. And I'm not saying that's not important, because it absolutely is. But I'm just saying, and then we start hearing all that chatter that starts, coming in all around us, and about how, certain people do things, and most of us are just normal people, and we don't really accomplish a lot. We just want to go to work and get a job, and just do our thing, and we're not special. Well, here's the thing, I don't think anybody's any more special than anybody else. But to say that we're not special people is absolute bullcrap, because everybody's got something special about them. We all have special talents. We all have special wants and special things that we want to do in our lives. So when it comes to mind ability, you'll see a lot of people who do these amazing things, and they don't even know how they did them. They'll be like, man, I don't know how I got that, that bonus check, man. I wasn't expecting that. Well, have you ever thought maybe it was because at one point, whether you realized it or not, that you were extremely focused and you took a lot of action, and then that's why you got that bonus check? Or maybe something really good happened to you. Someone's like, hey man, I want to give you this, big screen TV. I don't need it. I'm getting a new one. This is an old one. It still works good. I was going to sell it, but I was thinking of you, and I just thought I'd give it to you. Well, why did you get that? Well, maybe it was because you were living right, and you were taking good care of that friend or that family member that gave it to you, and maybe you were very focused and took action for them at one point. Being focused and taking action is really what underlies the whole meaning of mind ability, in my opinion. It's being focused enough on something to say, I clearly defining what I want in my life and what I want to do, and and then taking the action to do it, much like pre-5 years old. I know I kind of drift around a little bit, but I guess, you know, the point I'm trying to make is that when it comes to mind ability, you can make a choice. You don't have to give up that childlike faith. You don't have to give up your dreams. I'm not giving up my dreams for anybody. I don't care how crazy anybody thinks I am, and maybe I am just a little kooky. But but the truth is, why are you giving up on your dreams, man? What else is there? You get one life to do all this in. And so you're going to go, well, I'm just going to give up my dreams. And I'm just going to do the status quo, and I'm not going to do anything that I want to do. You know, I'm not saying go out and quit your job necessarily. I'm not saying go out and, you know, give your boss a big screw you, or just say, hey, I'm going to move out of this house and I'm going to go way beyond my means and get this or that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a very conscious and clear and precise plan that makes sense, that's not going to drown you in sorrow later, that's going to fulfill you for long periods of time to come. Then you can give the best you got to other people, right? So, you know, that's just something I want to put out there today. I know I'm kind of like all over the place, but just I want to just that to be kept in mind today. That mind ability, to me, is defined as much like that childlike faith, that daydreamer, believer, and then the person not only that just does that, because you don't get nothing by just daydreaming and believing and wishing for stuff, but then actually putting the action behind it to get what you want. And that is what's going to make people special in their life, is when they do that. And that's what's going to help people to more help others. So, you know, I hope you got something from this today. You know, again, I'm really good at making, you know, a short story long. So, I hope everybody's having a great day out there. Just try some of these tricks. You know, hey, you know, shoot me a message. Get on our blog, you know, and you know, subscribe to it. And you know, we're always passing out good information. Me and Mindy is, and we really want to help people. That's all I want to do. I want people to see that there's a different way to live your life. It's not all about being rich and poor. It's not all about being great or not great. It's about fulfilling your life. Using mind ability, not giving up on what you want to do in life. Because, hey, wouldn't you rather die trying to get what you want instead of just saying, oh, I can't do it? Why can't you? What makes you any different than anybody else? I'm glad George Washington didn't give up. Might not have had this country, right? You know, I'm glad Thomas Edison didn't give up. We wouldn't have light bulbs. You know, whether you agree or disagree, whether you love it or not. If Sam Walton would have gave up, we wouldn't have Walmart. If Alexander Graham Bell would have gave up, we wouldn't have had telephones. Maybe we would have had those things, but they would have been a little different and they'd have come along later. So, you know, just think about that. And do you think those people went through easy times? Absolutely not. They went through very difficult times of their life. You know, and sometimes when you're going after your dreams, you do have to walk through a fire. And sometimes you do have to put in some hours. And sometimes you do have to really break yourself over backwards. But I'm telling you, when you come out on the other side, man, it feels so good and you feel so accomplished. And then it just builds you up to go after the next thing you want to go after in your life. So I would encourage you to do that. From no matter where you are, where you're at right now, whether you got $1 million in your bank account, or if you don't even know where you're going to buy dinner at. Maybe make that your goal. Maybe say, man, I really want to have a steak dinner. Even though I don't even know what I'm going to have to eat tomorrow, I want to have steak dinner. Get busy figuring it out, man. You would be very surprised if you use that childlike faith. You know, what you can get. Think about it. What's going to stop a kid from walking? Unless the parent tapes him to the floor, or locks him in a cage or a box. You know, nothing. I mean, that kid's going to get up and walk. What's going to teach a person from learning how to speak? Absolutely nothing. I mean, if they're perfectly healthy and they have the ability, they're going to do it. What's going to stop a kid from wanting to learn colors and shapes, or wanting to learn how to hold a pencil and draw, or, you know, any number of things that you can think of that a child will do. How a baby learns to crawl, how a baby learns to cry, how they do certain cries to get the attention that they want. It's all mind ability. It's all positioning yourself to go somewhere that you want to go and then take an action on it. It's the ability to control your mind and to control your body and your life and get what you want out of it. So I hope you're all having a great day. Use your mind ability. I'm using it right now to capture you. So if you're watching this, that's proof right there that my mind ability worked. Start using yours and make it work too. Hope you have an awesome day, man. Kick ass as a psycho. Out.